in the debate. However, he rendezvoused with his bestie, disgraced Tucker Carlson, for some exclusive counter programming that took place at the exact same time as the debate. So let's take a look at that. Let's see. He had some spicy debate takes. Live tweeting. Ada was a joke tonight. He's over. Chris Christie was horrible tonight. He was booed at a level never seen before.
He's not wrong.
Not wrong. I never asked Mike Pence to put me above the Constitution. Who would say such a thing? A fake story. The Sanctimonious was a bomb tonight, especially with the softball interview with Sean Hannity. This guy's a total forgotten his past. Who cares? He's right. He's right. What is wait, what the fuck is D? Donald Trump.
DJT, Donald J.
That's
Trump.
his initials.
He's tweeting from his dad's account?
What? No.
No, Donald John Trump is
he's signing his tweet.
He's signing off on his tweets?
Yeah, he signed his tweet.
Since when does he do that?
I don't know. Yeah, that is kind of weird to say. This isn't actually, so this is an account that reposts his Truth Social shit on Twitter, which is very helpful. Shout out to whoever runs that.
That's actually iconic.
Probably a fucking ghoul that runs that.
Yeah, probably, but still, thank you for making me not have to go to Truth.
Ron DeSanctimonious is always talking about the number of votes he got in Florida. He doesn't say that I got a record 1.1 million more votes than him. He forgot. So, okay, he couldn't help himself. But let's take a look at the interview. Here's one. Tucker asks Trump who he thinks shouldn't be on the debate stage. Interesting.
When you say there are people on stage who shouldn't be running for president, who do you mean?
Well, I don't want to really use names, but it wouldn't matter too much. A guy like, I call him Ada Hutchinson.
That's the baby-faced freak?
Yeah.
So wait, why does he call him Ada? Because it's a girl's name?
Well, let's see. Let's see.
Okay. I feel you.
Competition.
When you say there are people on stage who shouldn't be running for president, who do you mean?
Well, I don't want to really use names, but it wouldn't matter too much. A guy like, I call him Ada Hutchinson. It's Asa, but I call him Ada.
Why do you call him Ada?
I could tell you, but I don't want to get myself in a little trouble. But he's weak and pathetic.
What does he mean? Like, you think it's a American Disabilities Act or something?
That was what Zach speculated earlier. We were talking about it before the show.
How does Ada mean as a disability?
Because like ADA.
ADA?
No, I think he's saying he looks like a woman or something. I think that's literally his joke.
Ada?
Maybe.
I mean, is that a woman's name? I guess it kind of
isn't that a women's name?
I mean, that is a much simpler joke, so I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he knows what the fuck the American Disabilities Act is, you know what I mean?
No. He wasn't referencing that. Because he's not even disabled. He's fine.
He's
got a soft looking face. He's got a baby face. Dare I say, he might be saying that he looks trans, maybe, which is more horrible, but that might be what he's thinking.
I think he's saying, I like the woman thing. I think he's saying he's secretly a woman, which is, I mean, that's why they say that. They say Michelle Obama's trans in a similar way. It's just, that's what that is.
His name would be a girl, because he's a girl. He looks like a girl.
He just looks like such a demon, dude. I don't know what the fuck it is. He just scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, I can see it, man. He stuck with me, and he didn't talk a lot, but he really stood out to me as a
uniquely terrifying.
Yeah.
So he's the only other guy other than Chris Christie who's there to be like, I'm the anti-Trump guy, which, there's not a lot of interest. Who would have thought that there's not a lot of interest from the Republican cult for any kind of anti-Trump sentiment? Shocking.
I am going to pull up another clip here from the
You should actually just play the very beginning of the interview. There's a moment right at the first beat of this video that is so odd.
Sure. I'll open that up. Take a look.
It's debate night, but we're not in Milwaukee.
Okay, you could have cleaned that up a little
Wasn't that so
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Why did they just leave that like that?
Just clean that up a little bit.
They look hot.
It's
That's
debate
why they
night,
left
but
it.
we're not in Milwaukee.
Okay.
What?
Just let it roll. Huh? Just let it roll. Just feel it out, Mr. President.
I found that so
It's
odd.
debate night, but we're not in Milwaukee.
No, we aren't. Well
Okay.
said. Well said, sir.
Cool.
Trump went on a really bizarre tangent about the Panama Canal, which was pretty cool.
Oh, it was awesome. The one about the
So we
mosquitoes.
built
Yeah,
a
the
thing called the
mosquitoes.
Panama Canal.
Yeah.
We lost 35,000.
I love where his mind's at. Nobody's thinking about
Dude,
the
he's
Panama
so good.
Canal.
He's so good. He's so good. He's so good. This is such a classic. This is such a classic Trump moment, like old school Trump bit right here, on fucking fire. Okay.
Nobody's thinking about Panama Canal. Why? Why aren't they?
Imperialism in our hemisphere.
Well, yeah, and it's far beyond Cuba. It's all over South America.
Yeah, in the Caribbean.
So we built a thing called the Panama Canal.
Mm-hmm.
We lost 35,000 people to the mosquito, malaria.
Yeah.
We lost 35,000 people building. We lost 35,000 people because of the mosquito. Vicious. They had to build under net.
That part, that's a soundbite. We lost 35,000 people to the mosquito.
Can I ask, is that true?
No. The official number is like around 5,000, I think, and it's mostly.
Like how many people died?
I had no reason to doubt that, to be honest, because malaria did kill a shitload of people.
So
That's even funnier
here's what
than
happened. Here's what happened. Here's what happened.
How many, Dan?
Okay.
It's I think it's like 5,800 or something is the official number. However, people estimate that it's much, much higher than that. Except it wasn't Americans that fucking died. It was like I think the official number of American deaths to during the construction was like 500, which is still a lot. It was mostly like
the local
native people that were there.
Right.
One American dying is too much.
Okay, so I see a high figure of 25,000, and that's a higher figure.
And that's
still not 30. What did you say? 35,000?
I think you said, yeah, whatever.
Whatever it was.
Okay, a lot of people died.
Yeah.
It was
35,000.
one of the true great wonders of the world, as he said, one of the 9 wonders of the world.
Who said 9 wonders? Who's he?
I don't know who he's talking
And
about.
whoever he's talking about doesn't know how many
This
wonders.
is my favorite part.
No. Here,
really
he
honed
corrects
in on
himself. Don't worry. Yes, you're right. You're
He
not
doesn't
wrong.
correct himself. He corrects this fictional person that he just
Correct
made
the
up.
guy who said it.
Yeah.
Not him.
Yeah. He didn't
No,
say.
it was one of the 7. It was happened to.
Hold on, let me go back.
One of the 9 wonders.
I gotta go back.
No, sweetie. It was 7.
What
He's so smart.
It was one of the 7. It was
Wait,
happened
the
to
way
the
his
world.
body language.
One of the true great wonders of the world, as he said, one of the 9 wonders of the world. No, it was one of the 7. It was happened a little while ago,
What? Is he lucid right now?
He's 9 wonders of the world. You could make 9 wonders. He would have been better off if he a little while ago, 9 wonders of the
Dude,
world.
Tucker's like, the fuck? What was that?
Tucker's like,
it
this
was
is
one of the
gold.
7.
This is
It
content
happened
gold.
a little while
Thank you,
ago,
sir.
Says 9 wonders of the world. You could make 9 wonders. He would have been better off if he stuck with the 9 and just said, yeah, I think it's 9.
What?
I have no. Dude, it's awesome.
Let me try to untangle this. So he says, there's a guy.
Yeah.
He says there's 9 wonders. There's only 7.
No.
Trump corrects him.
Yeah, there's only.
But
now.
you'd be better off if you just left it at 9.
Yeah. He says like you. No. I think he says you could technically build 2 more wonders
Don't. Okay.
and make
We
it
have to
9
go.
wonders of the world.
But it got it. Let's build 2 more wonders.
Like a Trump Tower.
That's
Like
one.
Taj Mahal, but Trump Taj Mahal. Trump Mahal, they're calling it. They're saying it's the 9th and 10th wonder.
This is one of the true 7 wonders of the world. And you take a look at the Panama Canal. It was such an incredible engineering marvel.
I don't think it is, by the way. Even of like the 7 wonders of like the modern world. There's like a million like ways they classify that, but
there is a very specific number of 7 wonders. They're like, these are specific places.
Well, there's the 7 like ancient wonders, which are well established, but then there's more like modern ones that aren't so Eurocentric.
Colosseum,
have like
Great Wall of China.
Yeah, there you go.
Taj Mahal.
So I was just looking about who said the 9 wonder. Joe Biden said it.
Oh.
He's talking about Joe Brandon.
This is actually brilliant. He just missed this mark.
He's working at too high a level for us.
Interesting.
That's iconic. What a genius.
Apparently, Biden called the Grand Canyon the 9th wonder of the world.
Oh, but some people say that like as an expression, or
no, they say
wonder.
8th because like it's the one extra. 9th, not so much.
Yeah, 9 not. Christ the Redeemer, Machu Picchu, Peru, the pyramids in Mexico, Petra.
Yeah. Some of these wonders are mid.
Well, I have to say, yeah.
The Bass Pyramid, that's a wonder. Nobody's calling it a wonder, folks. Have you guys seen this pyramid? We built it. It's beautiful.
Got 3 sides.
What? Just because no aliens built it, it doesn't mean it's a wonder?
It's wonderful. The aliens built it. A human couldn't build it. It's fantastic.
We sold it to Panama for $1. The following day...
I love the grievance still. The Panama Canal was sold for $1. What a bad deal.
He's so mad.
What a bad deal. If only we could go back.
They quadrupled the amount of money the ships had to pay to get across. They didn't lose one ship. And now they've made it much bigger, and now they've widened it. They've doubled it, right? They've more than doubled it. And it's one of the most profitable things. Any time it's just incredible, right? We gave it away for $1. China now controls it. They actually control the Panama Canal. They run it, they control it. And we shouldn't let that happen. And we can't let China be in.
Fun fact,
need the canal
China
back.
controls most of international shipping, but not in the way that he thinks they do. They control it by way of the containers. The containers that you have in an allotment like that is being utilized, a big chunk of them are owned, I believe by China. So like, whenever there's any kind of logistical hurdle, or whenever there's any kind of logistical bottleneck, it's actually the shipping containers that the Chinese own that can cause instability.
But China does not own the Panama Canal, I'm assuming.
No, I think he's just talking about how like China's made a lot of efforts in.
He's right though. We need to get the canal back. We built that shit.
Yeah, for $1.
$1.
35,000 people died to the mosquito.
What kind of deal is that, man? It's the most valuable thing ever built.
Is it possible that like a Chinese firm like runs operations, like has been contracted to run operations in the Panama Canal?
I'd be surprised, but you could certainly look it up. All right, and finally, Tucker has a question about Trump's good friend, Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, yeah.
But it was just interesting. I read Barr's account of his time. He wrote a book about it,
right?
His autobiography, and in it he lies about Jeffrey Epstein's death. Clearly lies. Do you think Epstein killed himself sincerely?
I don't.
You, as a close and personal confidant and friend of his, you would know.
Yeah.
Do you think he killed himself? Is he that type of guy?
He has a banger answer.
No, I will say that he was a fixture in Palm Beach.
Yeah.
He was a fixture in Palm Beach.
Why would he say that? That part is insane.
Like, I knew him well.
Bro, why would you fucking say...
I think what he's trying to say is like, my association with him was par for the course of residence there. We all knew him. I was no different than the rest.
No, I think he's going to say the classic, like, when I knew he was weird and gross, I, like, kicked him out or something.
We were good friends at Palm Beach. I frequently went with Ghislaine. Beautiful lady. Beautiful lady.
Because, there's a lot of people that definitely kept up appearances with Jeffrey Epstein long after he was arrested. Trump was not one of them, if we're being real.
Okay. Good
Even though Jeffrey
Legend.
Epstein did use Donald Trump's very own Mar-a-Lago, White House of the South, as they call it, as a hunting ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He recruited or basically picked up Virginia Giuffre, I think, from Mar-a-Lago.
Fantastic. The women here are the best.
And more importantly,
they don't say no.
More importantly, the more interesting connection between Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump is not the direct one, it's the indirect one. Alexander Acosta was the hotshot prosecutor that actually gave the insane sweetheart plea bargain deal to Jeffrey Epstein when the first time around when Jeffrey Epstein was arrested and was being criminally charged with sex trafficking minors. And that sweetheart plea bargain was not dissimilar to the Hunter Biden plea bargain here I'll use a term that Republicans are familiar with, where there was an active federal case that was ongoing, which Jeffrey Epstein was and his known associates were completely like they were taken out of that federal case due to some of the terms and conditions in this plea bargain deal that Jeffrey Epstein got for pleading guilty to sex trafficking minors in a much lighter sentence.
Right. I think they allowed him to plead guilty to just prostitution, right?
Yeah, which is interesting.
Like a way less charge.
Because
right, and that's true. Yeah, he did prostitution, but the fact that they were kids is a minor detail.
So here's what's really interesting about that. Alexander Acosta, that seems like a famous name. Where do I know that? Oh, that's right. Trump made him his labor secretary. So
I love labor.
That is a very interesting connection. That's a more interesting connection, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I don't know what Barr said about it either. I have no idea what he said. What did he say? He killed himself, probably?
He said he killed himself and that they were going to do this investigation. They never did the investigation. It's never been public. And they hid it. And why are they doing that? And clearly Barr knew. But why would Bill Barr...
How is this one of your questions, gross?
Also, why are they talking about it like Bill Barr isn't Trump's guy?
The whole thing is weird.
Well, he's not. Bill Barr went after... Bill Barr decided he's no longer Trump's guy.
Now he isn't, but
turned.
The door's closed, right?
What, to the outside?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I closed it, but I hope they didn't leave it open. This guy will run outside. 100%. She's an explorer. The gate is going to
be closed, but still, yeah, it's not a good idea.
She is an explorer.
Be covering up the death of Jeffrey Epstein.
Bill Barr didn't do an investigation on the election fraud either. Okay, he said he did, and he pretended he did, but he didn't. McSwain, the U.S. attorney in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, said Barr just wouldn't let him do it. It was crazy. Barr.
He probably doesn't come back to the Epstein thing, I'm imagining.
I think that's it. Yeah.
So that's basically it for what we have here today.
One final note I'll leave on. My take on the Trump thing is that I think it was a major L for him not to participate in the debate. I've been a long-standing, firm Donald Trump supporter, as everybody knows. I think he thrives in the debate environment. The notion that he was 50 points ahead, 70 points ahead in certain polls does not change that reality. That
you think it's bad for him polling-wise?
I think that it was bad that he did not participate in this debate. And I think that there was a different reason as to why he didn't participate in the debate than the one that he's presenting, I'm just too far ahead. Why would I give them clout? Why do I say this? Because Donald Trump is so good at, ritualistically humiliating his interlocutors in a televised debate. He is infinitely more charismatic. He's way more quick-witted than everybody else on that stage. He would have made mincemeat out of them like he did in the original Republican primaries. So I think that the real reason was that I suspect that the real reason was that he did not want to. Do you want me to grab Kaya again?
Oh, damn, Kaya.
Kaya!
Chill.
Hey. Okay. You want to grab her? You're just looking at her like a chew toy, you know what I mean?
Chew my dog.
Sorry, everybody.
He's not food. Damn, y'all are so... You guys are supposed to be cool. Kaya wants to kill Shredder, I think.
No, I mean, but...
And to be fair...
Kaya should leave him alone, but she's still a puppy, so she loves playing.
Hi. You're crazy. Are you crazy?
As I was saying... I think that there's two